What's going on, everybody? In this video, we are going to discuss reporting, metrics, KPIs, and attribution. In the past, when we're measuring success of any advertising or marketing campaign, we typically used impressions, clicks, click-through rates, views, completed views, cost per thousand, those types of things. Well, we've come a long way from those days, and now with all the technology out there, we have the ability to report a true ROI by using a true attribution model. So we need to report off of store visits, cost per store visit, competitor store visits, your local dealer index report, your market share, how many of the total store visits that were done in your DMA in the last 30 days did you receive versus your competition. We also need to use the technology that we have at our disposal to be able to say, these are how many people we targeted with our campaign. These are how many people engaged with our campaign. These are how many people that visited our dealership that engaged with our campaign. And these are how many of those people that we sold. So when we're looking at our sales log on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, we can say, here's the amount of people that came into our store, that engaged with our advertising and marketing, that purchased the vehicle. Here's the front end gross. Here's the back end gross. Here's the investment we made on the campaign. And here's the return that we received. We have to alleviate the wasted spend. We can't just do the spray and pray method anymore and just hope that our advertising gives us an ROI. What advertising are you using right now that's delivering the best results at the lowest cost and delivering you the highest ROI? That's the question that I asked all of my dealers on a daily basis, because we have to know what works and what doesn't work. A lot of dealerships and automotive groups on the East Coast and the West Coast, they do most of their business online, straight Carvana style. They never have anybody come into the store. The person purchases the vehicle online and they deliver that vehicle to the individual. Well, 99% of the dealers out there that I deal with, we still have most of our clients and customer base that want to come into the store, look at the vehicle, sit in the vehicle, smell the vehicle, touch the vehicle, test drive the vehicle, all of those types of things. Yes, individuals and consumers do a ton of research online and are much more educated now about the vehicle that they're looking to purchase than they were in the past. However, with that being said, they're still coming into the store and they're still doing a transaction with a salesperson or with a finance person to get the deal done. I'm sure most of you are fully aware that you can attribute store visits through your Google paid search account in Google AdWords if you meet the criteria that Google puts out there. However, if you don't have multiple locations and you don't fit that criteria, we have the ability to still show you and produce a true attribution model based off of your store visits, your competitor store visits, your local dealer index reports, all of those types of things. One of the ways that we're able to do that is with certain technologies such as Factual, for instance. So Factual is the technology for the location services that Uber uses, that Amazon uses, that Find My iPhone uses. So we know that we have the pinpoint exact location of where that individual is because we've captured their mobile ID, their device ID, and their IP address. If you're not really sure what Factual is, think about Find My iPhone for a second. If I'm in one part of the dealership and I leave my phone in the service department and I hit the Find My iPhone button, it's going to pinpoint exactly where my phone is. It's not going to say that my phone's out on the lot, across the street at a gas station, or something like that. It's going to show me exactly where my phone is. That's the exact same technology that we use to be able to report your store visits and things along those lines. So why is that so important? The reason it's so important is because we have to put that math equation together at the end of the month to show a true return on investment. This is how many people we targeted with our ad campaign. This is how many people engaged with our ad campaign. This is how many people came into our store. This is how many vehicles we sold. Then we take it one step further and we identify who the individual is that engaged with our advertising, what vehicle they purchased, what was the front end gross, what was the back end gross, what was the investment that we made in our advertising or marketing campaign, and what was our return on investment. So we have to take the guesswork out. We have to alleviate the wasted spend and the spray and pray method, because ultimately it's not all about eyeballs anymore. It's not all about impressions and clicks. It's about engagement and who really engaged with your advertising or marketing, then came into your store and purchased a vehicle. Yes, a lot of people have digital retailing. A lot of people start the process online by filling out a credit app or submitting a lead, things like that. And there's a lot of people out there that don't do that. They don't want to submit a lead because they know they're going to get called 87 times by 5 different dealerships who share the same third-party listing leads. So they engage with the advertising, and then they do their online research and they show up at the store to purchase a vehicle. That's what we have to be able to measure. Yes, we still want to know how many people saw our ad, how many people clicked on our ad, how many people engaged with our ad. But we also want to know, how much does it cost to get somebody into the store? How many physical arrivals did we have, and what was the cost of those physical arrivals? Right now, we're averaging about a $35 cost per store visit. I was doing reporting last month for one of my automotive groups, which we do report store visits off of their paid search campaign in Google AdWords, and they had 41 store visits off of their PPC campaign at $132 per store visit. Now with the other campaign we're running, the video marketing campaign, we're averaging a $35 store visit. So as a GM, as a GSM, as a dealer principal, it's pretty much a no-brainer for you to know which one of those campaigns is delivering the highest results at the lowest cost and delivering you the highest return on your investment. We all know that the relationship between a dealership and an agency should be a true business partnership. The agency's job is to make the phone ring and the door swing, and the dealership's job is to close those leads and make those sales. Since we are able to report this in depth and get this granular, we also can help the dealership operationally and on the sales side to show them what their close rate is, what their show rate is, and other types of things that can dramatically increase the overall sales volume and gross profit for that store. Some stores out there are only closing at 30% for walk-in showroom visits. Well, in that case, 7 out of the 10 people that came into your store to purchase a vehicle walked out without one. There's other dealer groups that I have that close at 50%. So 5 out of 10 people that came in to purchase a vehicle, they walked out with a vehicle. So if you're looking at a 20% differentiator in your closing rates, obviously the sales volume is going to match that. There are multiple different channels and platforms out there that give you the ability to track store visits and give you a true attribution model. CTV and OTT, streaming audio, streaming video, YouTube, Google paid search, all of those give you the ability to track store visits and provide a true attribution model of the individuals that engaged with your advertising or marketing and showed up at your store and purchased a vehicle. If you do not have the ability to track your store visits, if you do not advertise on those platforms currently, you can use other technology that's out there, such as Factual. Factual is a great piece of technology that Uber uses, Amazon uses, Apple uses for Find My iPhone. So it really is a precise pinpoint location, data, accuracy tool that shows you whether or not those individuals came into your store. When the user's phone who engaged with our advertising and marketing campaigns breaches a certain geofence, then we can attribute that to a store visit. We also want to make sure that we're taking out anyone that came into the dealership 2 to 3 or more times in a 30-day period. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did find value in it, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Please go ahead and leave your thoughts, feedback, questions, or any other topics that you would like for me to discuss in the comment section. And as always, thank you very much for watching my video. Make it a great day.